In 2013, a young woman vanished inside one of Los Angeles' most infamous hotels. Her name was Elisa Lam, and the story of what happened to her remains one of the most perplexing and unsettling mysteries of the digital age. Tonight, we delve into the chilling details of her disappearance, the viral video that captivated the world, and the dark secrets that the Cecil Hotel might still be hiding. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old student from Vancouver, Canada. By all accounts, she was bright, adventurous, and full of life. She chronicled her thoughts and travels on her blog, expressing a love for exploring new places and connecting with people. In January of 2013, she embarked on a solo trip across the west coast of the United States. Her journey eventually led her to Los Angeles, where, on January 26th, she checked into the Cecil Hotel, a budget-friendly establishment with a notoriously dark history. She was in daily contact with her family back in Canada, so when the calls and messages suddenly stopped on January 31st, her parents knew something was terribly wrong. They immediately reported her missing. The Los Angeles Police Department launched an investigation, searching her hotel room and the building with search dogs, but found no trace of Elisa. It was as if she had simply evaporated from within the hotel's walls. As public appeals for information grew, the police decided to release a piece of evidence that would soon turn the case into a global obsession. The footage came from a security camera inside one of the hotel's elevators. It was grainy, silent, and deeply disturbing. In the video, Elisa Lam steps into the elevator and presses multiple floor buttons. The doors, however, fail to close. She cautiously peeks out into the hallway, then quickly retreats back into the corner of the elevator, as if hiding from someone just out of frame. Her movements become increasingly strange. She steps out again, looks both ways, and then begins making a series of odd, almost dance-like hand gestures, her fingers twisting and her arms moving in unnatural ways. After a few more moments of bizarre behavior, she walks out of the elevator and off to the left, disappearing from the camera's view forever. After she leaves, the elevator doors mysteriously close and then open several times before the video ends. The footage went viral almost instantly. Millions of people watched it, each with their own theory. Was she playing a game? Was she trying to escape a pursuer? Or was she experiencing some kind of psychotic break, completely detached from reality? The video raised far more questions than it answered, and it plunged the mystery of her disappearance into even deeper, darker territory. For nearly 3 weeks, the case remained cold. Life at the Cecil Hotel continued, but then guests started to complain. The water pressure was low. When they turned on the tap, the water came out with a blackish tint and had a strange, sweetish taste. On the morning of February 19th, a hotel maintenance worker was sent to the roof to investigate the hotel's for large water tanks. He climbed a ladder to the top of the main tank, unlocked the heavy lid, and peered inside. There, floating in the dark water, he made a horrifying discovery: the body of Elisa Lam. The discovery was shocking, but it also presented a baffling logistical puzzle. How did she get there? The rooftop was supposed to be completely secured. The main door was locked, and a separate alarm system was in place to alert staff of any unauthorized access. Furthermore, the water tanks themselves were nearly 10 feet tall, with no fixed ladder leading up to them. The lid of the tank was a heavy, solid piece of metal that would have been incredibly difficult for a small woman like Elisa to lift and close from the inside. The questions multiplied exponentially. Did someone put her there? And if so, how did they bypass all the security measures without a single person noticing? The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office eventually released its official findings, ruling Elisa Lam's death an accidental drowning, with her diagnosed bipolar disorder listed as a significant contributing factor. The official explanation suggested that she had experienced a manic episode, perhaps because she wasn't taking her prescribed medication correctly. In this state, they theorized she managed to find her way to the roof, climb into the water tank and was unable to get out. But for countless internet sleuths and amateur detectives who had been following the case, this explanation felt incomplete. It just didn't add up. This dissatisfaction gave rise to a host of alternative theories. The foul play theory remains popular, pointing to the hotel's seedy reputation and its history as a temporary home for serial killers like Richard Ramirez and Jack Unterweger. Could Elisa have had a fatal encounter with another guest or a hotel employee? Others have pointed to strange coincidences surrounding the case, such as an outbreak of tuberculosis nearby that was treated with a test coincidentally named Elisa. And then, there are the more supernatural theories. Given the Cecil Hotel's long and macabre history, filled with untimely deaths and strange occurrences, some believe that a malevolent, otherworldly force was at play, that the hotel itself had something to do with her death. Elisa Lam's story is a modern tragedy amplified by the internet into one of the most haunting and debated mysteries of our time. A vibrant young woman, exploring the world on her own terms, met a deeply unsettling end in a place with a history as dark as its hallways. Was it a tragic accident fueled by a mental health crisis, a cold-blooded crime that was perfectly covered up, or something else entirely? Perhaps we will never truly know what happened that night at the Cecil Hotel. The elevator video, the locked rooftop door, and the silent water tank will forever hold their secrets. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. If you found this story as captivating as we did, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next investigation into the world's most chilling mysteries.